We are on the air. Greetings, everyone, wherever you are, whenever you are, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where this evening the Orioles will begin a 9-game homestand, starting with the first of a 3-game series against the Arizona Diamondbacks at Camden Yards. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal Steve here, a.k.a. the BirdWatcher, or BW, or B-Dubs for short, whatever you want to call me. So happy to have you back, fellow bird watchers. And hello to all of you that might be brand new to the channel. You're not alone. This channel just started for the beginning of the 2024 season. The goal is to do play-by-play for every Orioles game all the way through into the postseason, fingers crossed. And also provide a community for fellow Oriole fans to congregate, flock together, if you will, to follow along with the game. There's a lot of people out there that don't have a way to watch the game or listen to the game. You can let your boy, the Birdwatcher, do all the heavy lifting for you. I'll call the game. We'll have some animations and box scores up here to keep you up to date with everything that's going on. And we'll have the Charm City Chat, the beautiful Charm City Chat, where you can participate yourself and chat along with fellow birdwatchers during the ball game. All right, we have an Apple TV game tonight, folks. Red alert, red alert. I need to focus on making sure this broadcast is going to be up and running on time as I sip my coffee and I wake up. And yes, folks, if you were with me for the previous game on Wednesday night in Washington, D.C., boy, what an epic battle that was. And your boy needed a day off. He needed a day and a half off. That was difficult. Yeah, go ahead and hit that like button if you're already here, folks. Let's go over the starting pitchers and lineups. But I'm going to do it super quick, okay? We got Cole Irvin on the mound for us, guys. Hottest pitcher in the rotation. Let's face it, 20 2/3 consecutive scoreless innings entering tonight. His best stretch of his career. Let's hope he can keep it up. He's got a 3-1 record. His ERA's dropped all the way down to 2.86 with a whip of a .07. Folks, Cole Irvin went from the, what do we do with this fifth guy at the end of our rotation to, boy, these numbers look like all-star numbers. Looking pretty good. We're going up against Brandon Pfaadt. That's right. Drop the P. You can drop an A. You can drop a D. Just go with Pfaadt. All right? Right-handed pitcher. Record of 1-2. Higher ERA. One that makes me think our bats better be waking up and doing something against a starting pitcher for a change. We got a 4.61 ERA. 1.2 whip. More than a hit per inning. Giving up 5 home runs. Come on. Let's get the home run ball working. Here are your lineups for the Diamondbacks. I'll go further into these hitters as the game goes on, but just to get things rolling, Marte will play second and lead off. Corbin Carroll is in center field batting second. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. out in left field, the pasture. He'll bat third. Christian Walker, ex-Oriole. He'll be in the cleanup spot at first base. Randall Grichuk is in right field. Eugenio Suarez will be at third base batting sixth. Gabriel Moreno will be the catcher batting seventh. Alexander is the DH hitting eighth. And Kevin Newman, the shortstop, batting ninth. For the Orioles, Gunnar Henderson leading off playing shortstop. Adley Rutschman, the catcher, batting second. Ryan O'Hearn, the DH, hitting third. Ryan Mountcastle will be your cleanup hitter at first base. Anthony Santerre batting fifth out in right field. The Milkman will be in the pasture tonight out in left. By the way, I've heard rumors that David Rubenstein, Oriole owner, will be in the splash zone tonight, hanging out with Birdland in the splash zone. If anybody can confirm that rumor, I'd love to hear it. We got Jordan Westberg batting sixth, playing third base. Cedric Mullins in center, hitting eighth. And finally, Jorge Mateo getting a start against a righty. He's been doing well for us, getting some clutch hits, using that speed and playing some pretty good defense at second. He will be the number 9 hitter. All right, it's time. It's time for your boy to just ignore everything except the pursuit of an Apple TV game without any issues. Can it happen? See, I'm already worried. I just went to my first place, and it's showing me something I'm not used to seeing. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my backup plan because I was already assuming this might be the case. Your boy will not give up. If there is any delay in finding tonight's game because of Apple TV, hang in there. Your boy is too stubborn to give up. Okay? Too stubborn to give up. Plus, I just woke up with a cup of coffee. I got nothing better to do. I'll keep refreshing. I don't mind. All right, what do we got here? I'll say hi to everybody in Charm City chat here in just a minute. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you guys got some rest after that Wednesday night game. It took a lot out of me. Tell you what. Okay, I'm just staring at an empty void. Now, the clock just turned to the new hour. So this is this stuff doesn't become available right until the broadcast starts. So now might be the time to check through again. Let's see. Apple TV games. I tell you what. Why Apple TV? Why? I like your broadcast. I do. I like your presentation. Your accessibility needs a little work. That's all I'm saying. Be a little more accessible, Apple TV. People want to watch. 4 minutes until first pitch, apparently, and I'm not looking at the game yet. All right, let's just go right down the line. I'm going to go right down the line. Pray my touchpad cooperates through all this navigating. Okay, we got it. We're in. We are in like Flynn. Let's go. We're in. It popped right up. There it is. We're ready to go. Oh, the uniform thing. The City Connect thing. Folks, we got to talk about this. Your boy right now is wearing his own version of a City Connect. I got the black shirt on with the white lettering. I don't know about you. I'm not going to let a uniform dictate for me whether or not our team can win a ball game. And you know what? What is all the whining about this jersey going to get us? Because at this point, I got a feeling every Oriole logs onto their social media every Friday home game, and they have to sift through all these goddamn City Connect jerseys. It's certainly not going to help the players feel any more confident. Come on. I mean, let's just go with these jerseys. Is it this jersey? If we change the jersey, we kept the concept of a City Connect, but we changed the jersey style, would that make people happy? Or is it just the concept of a City Connect that is really what bugs people? That is what your boy's curious about. All right. I guess we should do a lag check, folks. Let's get an idea of how close I am with Charm City chat. We'll do a quick check. I'm just going to say a number. Type it in as soon as I say it. The number is 3. That's right, the number is 3. I'm picking the number of wins I expect in this series. 3. Okay, that's not too bad. Not too shabby. Maybe 4 or 5 seconds. We can deal with that. Evan likes the City Connect. All right, let me run back through. Guys, it's great how this channel continues to grow, and look at all the people that have been in just since I went on the air. Let me try to hit up everybody. I said hello to some people there early when I checked in. So from there, we got Bill. Hey, Fitzy. We got Matt, Evan. Let's go O's. Base is back. How you doing? Janet. Everybody, the lovely Janet Hill. She'll keep the Charm City chat charming for us. Janet, if you need a little extra help, let me know. I know the other night was difficult, Janet. Again, I'll throw the Discord link in a couple of innings. But, Janet, if you want to have a place to talk about mod stuff, we can set up a thing for mods over on the Discord. But just trying to make things comfortable for everybody. Who else is here? Isaac, good to see you. Chris, did I say hey already? Ryan is back. Aaron is back. Randy, how you doing? The BirdWatcher. Thank you for the little animation there. I like it. Pocket Watch, one of our newer Magic members. Yes, tonight is on Apple TV, folks. So we might have a big crowd here tonight. A lot of people probably getting frustrated at this very second, wondering why they can't find the ball game. Well, if they do a little searching on YouTube, they've got the BirdWatcher. By the way, if you're just typing in 3 now, that might be more on your end than mine. Make sure you've hit that live button on the bottom of your screen. There should be a red dot right next to it. If it's not a red dot, hit that live word, tap it, and then you'll see a red dot. You'll jump right up to live. I joined the other day, not sure what I'm doing yet. Janet, we haven't really gone over anything, and yet you've been doing a great job anyway. You're a natural at this. You're a natural. I'm telling you. But I am worried for you because as the channel grows, I'm probably going to need to recruit 1 or 2 more mods to help, make it so that it's not too much of a burden for any one person. Sorry for staring at all this info stuff. Let's get you back to where you want to be. Hi, my friend. You're here just in time. My friend, that super chat back on Wednesday. Thank you so much. I thought that $20 was going to go towards some iced lattes for your boy, but I had to spend it on headache medicine after that Wednesday game. My God, what a call! What a game! Hey there, Pure. Thank you so much, Pure. What's going on? Are the Mets at home? I see a lot of rain up in the northern part of the East Coast there. It was in the Maryland area earlier in the day. Now moving on up. You can hear the audio from the game? There's no game on. How's that possible? Who else can hear game audio? I mean, I've got my TV up a little bit. Yeah, we're moving on up. All right. The only thing with this channel I'm watching it on now, it's like I either have to watch it on a small box or I can go full screen. But if I go full screen, I can't really monitor my own stream status. So that's a bit of a risk. Let's see. What are my options here? By the way, Blaze Alexander is hitting for the Diamondbacks tonight. How about that for a name? Blaze. It's pretty good. Okay, Cole Irvin is taking his warm-up tosses on the mound. We're about to get started here in just a minute. Folks, a reminder, especially if you're kind of new to my channel, if you are following along, if you are blessed enough to be able to watch this game, maybe with the volume down and I'm calling it for you, you're going to want to go ahead and get synced up, or else it's not going to be a fun experience. And if anything, you might be spoiling things in chat. What you're going to want to do is take that remote in your hand, and as soon as the first out of the ball game is recorded, pause your game. Then allow me to catch up, announce that out, and as soon as I do it, then you unpause your game, you're all synced up, you're ready to go for the rest of the night. Here we go. Cole Irvin, winds and deals. First pitch of the night is grounded to shortstop. Gunnar Henderson, a few strides toward the bag before releasing a throw in time to retire Ketel Marte. We are underway. Let me go ahead and refresh this page. Whoops. See, and then there's my dreaded cursor tonight that's been acting up. Folks, I think next Thursday with a day off, I'm going to have to go do some tech shopping. Because Bill's a Magic member. Thank you, Bill. Holy Toledo. Corbin Carroll at the plate. First pitch to him is inside. Fastball about 2 inches in. Carroll has gotten off to a really slow start after winning Rookie of the Year last year. He's hitting just .206. And that's after getting hot the past couple of days. Just hit his second home run of the season the other night. Of all the regulars in the Diamondbacks lineup, he's actually been the coldest. in this matchup of the reigning rookies of the year between Carroll and Gunnar Henderson. Here's a pitch for a called strike. 2-1 on Carroll. Bill, try those binoculars out. Let me know how they feel on you. 2-1 from Irvin. Is a breaking ball, catches the outside corner for a called strike, and the count even up at 2-2. 1 out, nobody on, just getting started here at Camden Yards. Wow. I remember hearing this about Corbin Carroll on a podcast. This pitch is off the plate outside, full count. He is really struggling with the high fastball. He is something like 1 for 27 on that pitch. This one's lined right up the middle, but softly, and Gunnar Henderson positioned up the middle in the perfect spot to make the catch. A soft liner just to the shortstop side of second base. Henderson's with the play, and there are 2 down. Here's Gurriel. Right-handed hitter. One of a few off-season acquisitions through free agency from the Diamondbacks. As they loaded up, there's a called strike. Of course, the Diamondbacks coming off a pennant, representing the National League in the World Series last year, falling to the Rangers. Next pitch is low, 1-1. Gurriel, former Blue Jay. So we're familiar with him. 1-1's hit hard and into left field for a base hit. A solid line drive for a 2-out single. And that'll bring up one of our old boys, Christian Walker. Christian Walker had a grand total of 32 plate appearances as a Baltimore Oriole in the bigs, split between the 2014 and 2015 seasons. Is that right? The Orioles eventually waived him. A couple of other teams picked him up and dropped him, and eventually the Diamondbacks scooped him up, and the rest is history. Christian Walker has really developed into a stud. He's a 2-time defending Gold Glover and All-Star. Drove over 100 runs last season. Here's an 0-1 pitch to him. Hit on the ground and threw for a base hit between Gunnar and Mateo. With the play in front of the lead runner, he'll stop at second. And after getting the first 2 outs in the inning, Irvin has got himself a bit of a jam here. 2 on, 2 out. That'll bring up Randall Grichuk. Grichuk also a former Blue Jay, among other stops. He's in a bit of a platoon. We'll see him against Means again tomorrow, likely. He's in there against left-handed starters in a bit of a platoon. Hitting .265 with a home run and 8 RBI in the season. First pitch is a ball. And the next one is fouled off the mitt of the catcher, dribbling away off to the right. Hey, BW, I broke 4 traffic laws to get here on time. Don't break laws. Don't break a law to be a... That's not a good bird watcher. You also have to be a road watcher. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Irvin gets a cut and a miss there from Randall Grichuk. Let's get that dub. Yeah, again, I've not been able to see. I heard that David Rubenstein is in the splash zone tonight. I don't think he's going to be there all 9 innings. I just find that extremely hard to believe. But apparently he's going to make an appearance with the plastic little pool toys and everything strapped on, I guess. I don't know. 1-2 the count for Grichuk, and this one is low and outside. 2-2. Again, Irvin coming into today's game, 20 and 2/3 consecutive scoreless innings. Not trying to jinx him, but let's hope he can keep that streak going. He needs one more strike. The pitch is fouled back behind the plate. Pocket Watch with the super chat. Let's all remember to smash that like button. Pocket Watch, how am I not going to give you a giant heart on that? You're going to throw a latte's worth of a super chat at me, only to help me support the channel as well in 2 ways? Fantastic. This one's popped up, but again foul, and we'll go back into the seats. Appreciate it, Pocket Watch. By the way, I really need to like chug this hot coffee I got today. Oh, Irvin checks the runner at second. The pitch. This one is fouled away. Reached for off the outside by Grichuk. Bit of a battle here. Irvin now up to 20 pitches in the first. Tonight, he is Mr. Ruben Splash. Yeah, over on the official Oriole Twitter, official Oriole profile photo, our owner dressed like I would be at the local pool when I was 5. Here's one low and in, a check swing. They appeal. No swing, says the first base umpire. And a shot of Brandon Hyde, looking a little unhappy with that call. All right, folks. We are on the precipice here with a full count and 2 on, 2 out. The payoff pitch. Swung on. Hit in the air to left. Moving to his right toward the foul line is Cowser, and he makes the catch. Inning over. Cole Irvin make it 21 and 2/3 consecutive scoreless innings. We got out of the jam. We go to the bottom of the first. Diamondbacks nothing, and the Orioles coming up. Let's go. Bop, bop. Again, just to be sure, nobody's hearing any of the actual feed from the game, right? Nobody's hearing TV broadcast coming through my stream right now. Just the soothing voice of the BirdWatcher, I hope. By the way, look how, boy, yeah, with this start time, the sun's already up. Nah, we can't hear it. All right. My friend sees dead people. He hears voices. Delay check. We did it, man. If you're in a good shape, it should only be 4 or 5 seconds. We're in a commercial. We'll try one. Go ahead. Type in the number 8. Let's go, Ripken. Type in Ripken's number as soon as you can. There you go. That's not too shabby, huh? Just a few seconds. I mean, come on. It was a worse delay when they talked to Neil Armstrong stepping on the moon, right? Hey there, Navies. Sorry, or Navies. Either way. Yeah, appreciate it. Watching. Hey, this is what I did back in the day. Your boy, I was a big fan of home team sports. I enjoyed the call of Mel Proctor and John Lowenstein. Especially Lowenstein. What a character. But let's be honest. That in the late 80s, early 90s, when the Orioles had John Miller and Joe Angel in the radio booth, there was no better pair in all of baseball. And your boy was blessed. So I would always turn my TV volume down and have John Miller and Joe Angel on the call. I mean, no better scenario than that. Again, love John Lowenstein. And Mel Proctor, he was fine too. But John Miller and Joe Angel. What a team. I mean, talk about the Twin Towers of radio, I tell you. Here we go. Bottom of the first. Gunnar Henderson, Brandon Pfaadt. First pitch. Gunnar goes after it, and that's down the right field line, but scooped up by the first baseman, who was playing deep. So there you go. Christian Walker, Gold Glover. He knew where to be positioned. Played well behind the bag and toward the line. Gunnar would have had a double, I feel, if most first basemen were positioned in a more traditional way. But yeah, it was almost as if Walker knew exactly where to be for that. So Gunnar retired on a ground out to first. Here's Rutschman. First pitch to him is on the bottom inside corner for a called strike. Rutschman batting .318, 5 homers, 22 driven in. Mr. Steady. He's got a current 6-game hitting streak going as he takes one a bit upstairs, 1-1. Oh, yeah. And if you want to go further back, yeah, Cantankerous, I wish I were old enough to be able to. Chucky would come in and call some innings here and there during that era. This one's up the middle. Unfortunately, the shortstop positioned well, and Rutschman will be retired, grounding out 6-3. 2 down here in the bottom of the first. Yeah, I'll admit it. As a 12-year-old boy, whenever Chuck Thompson would come in, I'm like, who's this guy? Your boy didn't understand the history yet, but he learned. He learned. And he was happy to still be of an age where he got to hear Chuck be on the mic to at least call a few innings here and there from time to time. Here's Ryan O'Hearn. DHing tonight. First pitch is off the plate outside for ball 1. Hitting .291, 5 homers. Is he up to 5 now? Fantastic. 11 RBI. There's a called strike. And the count 1-1. Last time we saw O'Hearn in the lineup, he got ejected in the 9th inning of the first of the 2-game series in D.C. Unless he got in as a pinch. Yeah, he must have gotten in as a pinch hitter in that wild game in the second game. As far as starting, his first start back in the lineup since getting tossed on Tuesday. 1-2 the count on O'Hearn. 100 people here already. Wow, fantastic. This one's fouled back. Again, folks, with the Apple TV game, while it is frustrating, perhaps for my channel, a good thing. Base is empty, 2 down, bottom of the first, no score. And a 1-2 pitch to O'Hearn. Swung on. Right field. And after going back on it, coming in now, that ball was up there a long time. The right fielder comes down with it. Randall Grichuk makes the catch, and the inning is over. We go to the second, scoreless in Baltimore. There's a shot of the splash zone. All right. You know, I should have my script up. I'm supposed to have my script up to tell me the things because I need it. What is it? Notepad? Give me my notepad. And then let me move it over here. Oh, here it is. Popped up right where I wanted it to. So at the end of one. All right. As a reminder to the Charm City chat, please, no spoilers. Although I feel like I need to change the script. I feel like the no spoiler announcement should probably be better used maybe after like the 5th or 6th inning when things really start getting juicy, you know? But as far as Charm City chat goes, let me engage. Did I almost get ejected from the Nats game? I tell you what, I was loud enough. I think they might have heard me. How you doing, the Back It Up binge? Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, Apple TV, I do like the presentation. I really do. I think it's a nice, sleek look. Very stat-heavy. Their announcer team, not very good. I'm just talking about like, if I could make my screen for you guys kind of have a Apple TV kind of sleek look to it, popping up some stats in the corner, that would be great. All right, a lot of stuff with the, yeah, how many more? All right. Dark Horse is going to the game next Friday. Fantastic. So, yeah, it's Toronto in town for the weekday series after this, and then the Mariners next weekend. So we got another BirdWatcher going to be out the ballpark. Hey, listen, fellow BirdWatchers, you're going out to the park. I love it. I've always said, if you're not going to be here for an Orioles game, I want you in the park. More than here. But if you go out there, you're going to meet a lot of Oriole fans. Tell them about the best-kept secret in Baltimore. It's the BirdWatcher. First pitch swinging here, and this one's hit deep to right center. Mullins is going to track it down right on the edge of the warning track. Eugenio Suarez goes after the first pitch, flies out to deep right center. One away in the top of the second. That'll bring up Gabriel Moreno. There's Rubenstein. He is indeed in the splash zone. He is at the back of the splash zone. Probably a good idea. Maybe just a few traces of droplets reaching back that far, but he's in the zone. That's our owner, folks. First pitch is a called strike to Moreno. I mean, his very active approach at just looking like a fan that just happens to own the team. Your boy's impressed. The more I see it, the less it feels like some corporate act, and it actually feels genuine, and that really makes your boy's heart get warm. This is the man that's going to help us win our next World Series. Let's go. 0-2 the count on Moreno. As we're picture in picture with Rubenstein getting interviewed. This one's hit in the shallow right field, but Santander is able to come on and make the catch. Moreno retired. 2 away. At an opportune time, I can, Cantankers. The best thing to do, Cantankers, is to join my Discord, because my Discord is connected to the play-by-play guys, my colleagues that I know. There's only a few of them that I sort of actively engage with. Here's a called strike on the outside corner to Blaze Alexander. Blaze. This kid's come up and has impressed, hitting .278 with 3 homers and 18 RBI. I don't think he was the anointed starting. I don't think he was an anointed starter at the beginning of the season. I believe he's only about 23 years of age. He's one of the younger players on the team. But with a name like Blaze, he's got an 0-2 count. And looks at it. How's that not called strike 3? How's that not called strike 3? The pitch was right. Oh, that was inside? Okay, maybe it was inside. Maybe it was inside. Man, it was right in the middle of Adley's chest. How about that one, ump? Okay, there's a called strike 3. All right, your boy needs an eye test. But we got there 1 pitch later. Called strike 3 to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the second. No score in Baltimore. And it looks like the crowd's getting bigger. That crowd is not done showing up yet. Kimbrel. Folks, we got to talk about Craig Kimbrel, I guess, right? Here's the deal. We're stuck with him. We are stuck with him until we've got another option, all right? We're not going to just flat cut him unless, I don't know. It's one of those things. We're going to see him again. They're going to give him another chance. Brandon Hyde already said he's going to give him another chance. But you got to know this, folks. Brandon Hyde doesn't have confidence in Craig Kimbrel. And it's been proven in the fact that he's pulled him twice before his save was officially blown. And to do that to a pitcher of Kimbrel's resume, of his track record, of his veteran whatever, to pull a guy before you officially blow the save twice, that sends a message. Hyde is sending Kimbrel the message that he's not feeling it from him, and he's ready to yank him before he can try to get out of his own jam. So Hyde's not happy about it, but we got to understand the situation. He's here. This is really the only role for him. All I know is this. I don't want him being our closer in October. I don't care how good he looks, because what happened to the Phillies last year was that Craig Kimbrel blew saves in the postseason. And the Phillies have a very, very good team. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but if you talk to the Phillies and you ask them why they didn't get to the series, they're going to tell you Craig Kimbrel. Now, do you want a repeat of that? I don't. I mean, last thing I want is my postseason come to an end with a bunch of people going, I told you so. But we got to figure something out. Until we can make a trade. Here's another point I want to make. This whole concept of like, well, we got to wait till we get to the trade deadline, after the All-Star break, that trade window. Folks, the trade window is any time. All right? The Padres went out and brought in a batting title winner in a trade a week ago. Here we go, bottom of the second. So if we need somebody and we can make a deal, go ahead and swing it. Let's stop with this whole tradition of waiting until mid-July to do something. Mountcastle on the second pitch is going to drop one into left center field for a base hit. That ball wasn't crushed by any means, but he found a little real estate. So we have a leadoff hitter on. Ryan Mountcastle. Second hit. Leadoff man on. Santander coming to the plate. And there you have a shot of Walker and Mountcastle. There's Rubenstein. He is now up next to Mr. Splash. Mr. Rubenstein is next to Mr. Splash. We need an extra base hit. And there's a base hit by Santander. It won't be for extras, but it'll keep the line moving. That ball just squeezed past the diving glove of the second baseman. Again, not hit particularly hard, but in the right spot. 2 men on, nobody out. All right. Folks, let's get those cow emojis up quickly. 2 on, nobody out for the milkman. High fly ball. Left center. Pretty deep. Going back. The left fielder somehow makes the catch falling down. Boy, he made that look extremely difficult. Lourdes Gurriel having a tough time out there in the giant pasture of left field. That nearly fell in. Cowser, though, able to get a productive out of it, as Mountcastle will be able to move up to third base with only 1 out. I mean, Gurriel. You won't be putting that on his highlight reel. Oh, my friend, that happens sometimes. Hey, I won't make as bad of a call as the home run call Melanie Newman made on the Gunnar Henderson home run on Wednesday night. Folks, you've never heard a worse home run call in your life. Jordan Westburg at the plate, first and third, 1 down. This one's lifted. Left center. This one's going to find a spot. It'll get down. Mountcastle can walk home. Westberg's got himself an RBI double, and Rubenstein has the hose. Our owner is splashing his fans with an RBI double as the Orioles take a 1-0 lead. Jordan Westburg, professional hitter. It's a Ruben splash. Second and third, still only 1 out for Cedric Mullins. We need at least 1 more run in here with this situation. Come on, Ced. A good at-bat. Keep the line moving. He takes a first swing and misses. We are definitely still in attack mode at the plate. We are not wasting time swinging at the first or second pitch. Mullins is hitting an even 200 at the moment. The Diamondbacks are playing their middle infield back, but are moving up the corners. One and one on Mullins. Pitch. Swung on, grounded to the right side. This will get another run in. Mullins will be retired on a ground out to second base, but in comes Anthony Santander for the second run of the game, and whether it's a splash moment or not, our owner doesn't care. More water in the splash zone. 2-0 Baltimore here in the second. We've gotten to Brandon Pfaadt. Mullins with a productive out and an RBI. Runner at third now with 2 down. And Jorge Mateo lifts this one foul off to the right. It will bounce off the screen. There were some D-backs in the area trying to go after that one. Mateo batting .246, a couple of homers, just the 5 RBI. The 0-1. This one's in the air, right field. Hit in the air to right field, backing up on the track is Grichuk to make the catch. All right, Rubenstein. Listen, I know this is a great PR move for you, but, I mean, if you're going to hang there in a splash zone and every time you're there we score 2 runs an inning, you might have to just move your office over there. All right? We'll give you a nice little bubble. Make sure your papers don't get all wet and stuff. But, yeah, just move your office on out over there. How great would that be to have the owner just permanently parked out in left center field? He can even talk right to the bullpen and be like, are you really getting Kimbrel loose? Really? You could just lean over and say that. I like that idea. We go to the third, 2-0 Orioles. All right, folks, great job on the last game where we went over 700 subscribers. I'm about to pull up my own numbers now and see where we're at. I think we came in the night at around 713. So with a game like this, with Apple TV and everything else, I'm saying 725 minimum. 725 minimum for a target tonight. That's a quarter of the way to the next 100. I'll take that. Let me see if I can bring up this thingamajig over here. Doot, 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 doot. We're at 715 at the moment. Yeah, so let's go for 10 subs. 725. Is that greedy? I don't think that's greedy. I'm going to go ahead and have the subs count screen ready over here if I can move it. Come on. Where are you? There you are. What are you doing? What are you doing? There you go. Get up on in there. All right, folks. Just a reminder, the BirdWatcher community continues to grow, and you should get on board. We're going for 1,000. I mean, we might be getting there by, I don't know, sometime in June. I think that's a safe pace we're on right now. All right, here we go. Top of the third. Ground ball, first pitch. Henderson in the hole. Long throw. And a tag by Mountcastle. He came off the bag and got the runner. Ryan Mountcastle. Always able to bail anybody out whenever he can. Gunnar deep in the hole. A throw across his body. Mountie was well off the bag. Almost as if the bag were right. He was like 4 feet in front of the bag. Great job by Mountie. 1 away. So both teams are up there hacking. A lot of first pitch swinging going on. Although Irvin is, to be fair, he needed about 20 pitches to get through the first. He's on 32 now with 1 out in the third, so he's back to a nice pace. We have a 1-1 count right now on Ketel Marte as we go back to the top of the order. By the way, that was Kevin Newman who hit that ball from Gunnar to Mountcastle. 2-1 the count after that pitch outside. Next one, a breaking ball. That one's up and in a little bit. Turned Marte away from the plate in the count 3-1. 3-1 pitch is lifted in the air, right center. Backing up Santander at the track, looking up. That ball's gone. Marte reaches the seats above the groundskeeper shed by about 3 rows for his 8th home run of the season, and the Diamondbacks are on the board. There goes Irvin's scoreless inning streak. And folks, come on. I know it's hard to sit here and applaud after you just gave up a home run to the opponent, but it still needs to be acknowledged. Cole Irvin, what a run he was on. Let's hope that solo shot doesn't get him off his game. Next pitch to Corbin Carroll, who's up at the plate, is low and away for ball 1. Carroll already 0 for 1 tonight. This one's low and away. 2-0. It's still a wet night out there. A lot of people in rain gear and umbrellas, and I'm not talking about the splash zone. This one is a called strike. 2-1 on Carroll. Next one is a line drive and caught. It's a soft liner. It's amazing how that ball came off the bat and just sort of almost suspended in air, just waiting for Gunnar to come into frame and make the catch. Another soft line out. 2 down here in the top of the 3rd. Gurriel at the plate. First pitch is a called strike. Gurriel has a base hit already. Swing and a miss there on a pitch off the plate outside. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Bases empty. The Diamondbacks got a run back on a solo shot by Marte. 2-1 Orioles. Next pitch, upstairs. 1-2. Extra innings? I don't want an extra innings tonight. The pitch, check swing, and an appeal, no swing. Boy, between the framing of the pitch and the check swing, man, feel like there's a strike 3 in there somewhere. Instead, it's 2-2. This one's reached for and fouled away. A protective swing there by Gurriel to stay alive in the count. 2-2. It's been nothing but fastballs and changeups from Irvin in this at-bat. 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. Back to the fastball. Gurriel's had success at Camden Yards, hitting .364 with 6 doubles, 7 homers, and 27 RBI in 29 games. This one's fouled back. Count still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Long at bat here between Irvin and Gurriel. Another 2-2. Swung on and missed. The breaking ball. Adley tags the butt of Gurriel just to be sure. And that's the end of the inning. Unfortunately, the Diamondbacks get a run back. Marte going opposite field with a solo home run to put the Diamondbacks on the board. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Orioles 2, D-backs 1. Rabe, your boy is here. Wait a minute, I'm your boy. You mean I'm here or you're here? I'm your boy. How many boys can we have here? I'm your boy. I'm a pepper, you're a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? Huh? All right. So my script says after 3 innings, go over the out-of-town scores. Well, you know what I'm going to do right now? Your boy's going to have himself a lucky because the coffee is still slightly lukewarm. All right, I'm still here with you, folks. I am still here with you. Just indisposed for a minute. I'll be right here. Rob Bay trying to cut in on my action. What are you doing? Oh, I'm just kidding you. Teacher, don't you feel me up with your rules? Everybody knows that. You know, us adults. By the way, the BirdWatcher, when he goes to bed at night, he listens to old school radio baseball games. There's a great channel on YouTube called Classic Baseball on the Radio. Folks, look it up. Subscribe. Classic Baseball on the Radio. They upload ball games, just random games from the 60s, 70s, 80s, sometimes back into the 50s. And it's great stuff. Like last night, I was listening to a game between the 1965 New York Mets playing the Milwaukee Braves. Hank Aaron, Eddie Matthews, Joe Torre in that Milwaukee Braves lineup. It was the second game of a doubleheader. And in the first game of that doubleheader, Yogi Berra played catcher for the Mets. 1965, 2 years after he had left the Yankees, Yogi Berra had 9 plate appearances for the New York Mets. Did you know that? I did not. And I listened to a broadcast of one of the 2 games he was in. It was the last appearance of his major league career on that day in 1965. Here we go. Gunnar Henderson at the plate. First pitch is a ball. The next one is fouled off to the right near the camera well. And the count 1-1. There is a bit of sleet. I say sleet. I mean, it looks like frozen rain out there. How cold is it out there? That doesn't look like normal rain coming down. This one's hit on the ground, foul off to the right. So, folks, the great thing about listening to old broadcasts is that you listen to sort of the connective tissue from one generation to the next. You know, you think of Yogi Berra, you don't think, wow, he was playing in 1965? Yeah, he was. Just for a minute or two. Here's a ground ball foul off to the right. It's in the 50s in Baltimore. Wow, what a shift in the weather. You guys have had 90-degree weather, 50-degree weather. That's a perfect recipe to get sick. I'm telling you right now. I used to live in that area, and when the temperatures would fluctuate like this, here's a ground ball to second from Henderson. Routine play, and he is retired for the first out here in the bottom of the third. Yeah, weather that changes like that, that's how your boy gets sick. That's the number one cause. Player manager for the Mets in 65. Well, the player part, Todd, lasted a grand total of 9 plate appearances. And like I said, 4 of them came in the first game of that doubleheader against the Braves. It was like April 11th, 1965. I might have the 11th wrong, but it was early April, like the second week of the season, 1965. So, yeah, I just love learning more and more history. Every time I listen to a game, I hear something. Here's Adley Rutschman. First pitch was a strike, and this one is low and outside for ball 1. 1-1 on Rutschman. And this one's lifted into center. It's going to hang up there for Carroll for a pretty easy catch and out number 2. Rubenstein still out in the splash zone signing autographs. I mean, he's no spring chicken, folks. I mean, a lot of dudes his age don't want to be doing what he's doing for more than about 5 minutes before they want to go back to the comfort of their, lavish surroundings. Rubenstein doesn't care. He's out there in some cold, wet weather, signing autographs. Here's Ryan O'Hearn. First pitch, outside, ball 1. He flew out back in the first. Next pitch is low, 2-0. It was the second appearance, the man. Second or third, maybe. Yeah, it was the first game of a doubleheader that he caught and went 0 for 4. There's a check swing, no swing, and now 3-0 to O'Hearn. Let's get a base runner. This one is a called strike. Knee high on the inside corner. That was not a get me over 3-0 pitch. That was well placed by Pfaadt. How many Pfaadt jokes can I make tonight? I don't know. There's too many. It's too easy. 3-1 pitch. Inside, ball 4. O'Hearn draws a 2-out walk. That'll bring up Mountcastle. He's already got a hit tonight. Scored a run. Started that rally in the second. People are bundled up there in the audience. Uh-oh. Stream froze. Stream freeze. Come on. Pop back on. Pop, pop, pop. Oh, this is bad timing. Come on. You got to be kidding me. I got to refresh. Apple TV, folks. All right, here we go. We got an 0-1 count. Excuse me, 1-1 count. My stream is now stopping and starting in this staggering way. What is going on here? Come on. Apple TV. What are you doing to me? We got a 3-1 count on the board. And yeah. Apple TV. Apple TV, folks. Sorry I couldn't give you a proper call on this, but Mountcastle is going to be retired because the third inning is over. Oh, boy. Here we go. The last thing I want to do is get people here tuned in, and then I can't provide for them what they're here for. I cannot wait to get everything that I want upgraded for this channel. All right, well, at least I'm done with my lucky. I'll come back on the screen here in a sec. I'm going to have to try I'm going to try something else here. Here we go, folks. This might be one of those things where we're going to miss a couple of batters because we're back to more Apple TV nonsense. All right. That was a no. Okay. I got it back. For now. I got it back for now. Whew. All right. Where am I? What happened here? All right. Good evening. Okay, top of the fourth. Christian Walker, Randall Grichuk, and Eugenio Suarez due up for the Diamondbacks. Oh, what? See, now this one. What are we doing? I might be even farther behind than before. Yeah, this is... It's playing, but it's pausing like every 10 seconds for like 2 seconds. And eventually that time is going to keep building. All right, we'll try it. We'll give it a try. See, man. 0-1 the count on Christian Walker. And see, this isn't going to work. There's too much pausing going on. Apple TV, folks. 0-2 on Walker. Again, I'm missing the actual pitch. I'm only seeing the result as it keeps flipping between pausing and going back. One ball and 2 strikes. All right, hanging in there. Will they let me see a 1-2 pitch? They will. He fouls it back, still 1-2. Walker at the plate, leading off the top of the 4th. Cole Irvin on 52 pitches. Walker singled his first time up. And there goes the pause again. I swear to God. Be nice to me, please. What have I ever done to you? No, I don't want to watch golf. Thank you. No, I don't want to watch golf. Is anyone even golfing right now? Why would I want to watch golf? You got to be kidding me. Folks, I apologize for just sitting here silently. I'm working my butt off right now. So close I can almost taste it. All right. I think we got something here. So Walker is called out on strikes, and he's barking at the home plate umpire about it on a pitch that looked to be a little bit off the plate outside. I don't know how far behind I am, but there is one out in the inning as Cole Irvin with a breaking ball that was definitely off the plate. Wow, terrible call by the ump. That is probably the worst balls and strike call that's gone in our favor. So Walker retired, Grichuk at the plate, and his first pitch is a breaking ball for a called strike. All right. This stream looks a lot more reliable. Let's go. Next pitch is low and in, 1-1. All right, we're back. We are back. Thank you, Janet, for keeping things. Actually, Janet's a little ahead of me. But I'm in. 1-1 count. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the 4th. Pitch is outside 2-2. Excuse me, 2-1. Now I'm caught up with Janet. 2-1 is our score. And folks, again, after all this nonsense, you might have to go back to your remote and get synced up with me again. As I call this out coming up. This is a fly ball to left. Cowser is under it, and he makes the catch. So pause it or unpause it, whatever you got to do. Cowser just made that catch for out number 2 here in the top of the 4th. Sorry about all that, folks. And Janet, no need to apologize. You know, all you're trying to do is help fill the void that your boy, the BirdWatcher, was leaving. 2 down, nobody on. And the batter, Suarez, 0 for 1 so far tonight, hitting .225 at the moment. This pitch is high, 2-0. Pitch. There's a breaking ball. Adley tried to frame it, couldn't get it, probably a little bit low. And now 3-0 on Suarez. Actually, that was a little bit inside, if anything. There's a called strike. 3-1 on Eugenio Suarez. Pitch. That one's off the plate, and Suarez has drawn a 2-out walk. So the D-backs have got the tying run on first base. There are 2 out already in the inning. And now Irvin will go after the Diamondback catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Moreno, a Gold Glove winner himself. A lot of good talent on this Diamondback team. A nice mix of good young players and established veterans. Here's a called strike on a breaking ball. Moreno himself only about 24 years old. Corbin Carroll is only 22, 23. Blaze Alexander, young kid. Here's a swing and a miss, 0-2. And then you got established all-stars. Ketel Marte, Gurriel, Christian Walker, Suarez. They've all had at least a couple of really good seasons under their belt. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Irvin just going right after him. Challenge fastball on an 0-2 pitch, and he blows him away. Moreno strikes out to win the inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Orioles 2, Diamondbacks 1. It's at 4 strikeouts already for Cole through the first 4 innings. Good to see. We got Santander, Cowser, and Westberg coming up 5, 6, and 7 for Baltimore. The Diamondbacks, they come in with a record of 18-20. Clearly a record they're not too happy about, but they are coming in with a 4-game win streak. They were in even worse, dire straits. They were, what would that be, 14-20 at the start of the week. But they've ripped off 4 games in a row and included a 3-game sweep at Cincinnati. Boy, the Reds. We went in there, took care of business. Then the Diamondbacks went in there and took 3. The Reds, I believe, are on an 8-game losing streak right now. So they are certainly scuffling. Oh, yeah, out-of-town scores. That's what I meant to do in the previous half inning, but all the Apple TV nonsense. Let's see how quickly I can get through this. I've already wasted time. The Pirates ahead 2-1 on the Cubs in the second. Same score line with the Tigers over the Astros in the sixth. The Yankees take a 1-0 lead. It's in the bottom of the fifth against Tampa. The Twins and Blue Jays tied at 1. Why isn't this moving now? I'm clicking. What? What are you doing? Is any of this? All right, I'll just hit refresh then. Forget you. You're not the boss of me. This computer's not the boss of me. Top of the fourth, 1-1, Minnesota-Toronto. And why is this button not working? Just scroll. Unbelievable. Okay, the out-of-town scores are apparently broken on ESPN.com. Good Lord. I can't blame Apple TV for this one. I'll give it one more try. Well, you know what's going on with the Yankees right now. That's probably the number one score you're wondering about. The Yankees are ahead 1-0, bottom of the fifth. The Rays do have a tying run in scoring position with 2 out. All right, here we go. Santander is up, and the first pitch to him is low and away for ball 1. Tony coming through with a base hit and a run scored, and that 2-run rally in the second. That one's in there for a called strike. 1-1 on Santander. Average up to 221. Remember, he was right down at the Mendoza line. He's been picking it up lately. 6 homers, 24 RBI. Pitch. Inside. He swings at it, though, and pops it up. Not a good cut there from Santander. The catcher Moreno will make the catch on the third base foul line just a few feet away from home plate. Santander retired, one away here in the bottom of the fourth. Okay. Colton Cowser takes a pitch inside for ball one. 93-mile-an-hour fastball from Pfaadt. Cowser is average at 274 at the moment. This one's outside, 2-0. All right, hitters count. Hitters count. By the way, the Orioles City Connects, they do have the black Baltimore jerseys on top, as you'd expect, but white pants. It's not the All Blacks. There's a called strike on a pitch knee high on the outside corner. 2-1 on Cowser. Pitch. This one's lifted foul off to the left. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Remember, folks, if you're a Magic member, there's an extra emoji in for these sort of occasions. It looks like this. It's a milkman. Two pitch. This one's hit hard but foul. Off to the left. Still 2-2. Yeah, listening to that old school ball game from last night, I heard a commercial between innings for another cigarette brand, Viceroy. Reach for a Viceroy. Boy, you don't hear those anymore, do you? Here's a ground ball to second base on a couple of bounces. Easy play to retire Cowser. And there are 2 down here in the bottom of the fourth. So the Oriole bats have gone quiet after that 2-run rally in the second. Pfaadt's retired, I believe. Let's see. He had 1, 2, 3 in the third, didn't he? Last out of the second. So that'd be 4. And then, unless there was a runner on in the third, he might have 6 retired in a row here. Here's Westberg. Swing and a miss. That one right down the middle. Only 84 miles an hour. Westberg comes up empty. Jordan has a hit tonight and an RBI. This one's outside. 1-1. I really see Jordan Westberg becoming like a number 2, number 3 hitter in our lineup someday. He's just got a really good eye at the plate. He can hit with 2 strikes comfortably. He knows situation stuff. Solid average. Got some pop. I mean, we're blessed to have him hitting 7th. One day he might prove everybody he belongs in the top part of the order here. This one's off the plate outside, 2-2. Yeah, we got to make a lot of decisions concerning who's going to play where. Here's a ground ball to third. Suarez scoops it up, throws to first in time, and Westberg is retired. The Orioles go 1, 2, 3 again. Brandon Pfaadt has settled down. At the end of 4, the Orioles lead 2-1. It'll be 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Diamondbacks. Woo, doggy. But I mean, right now, to me, if Westberg wants second base to be his spot, that's his spot too. For me, Westberg, it's either second or third, up to him. It's about who do we develop first? Do we develop Holiday first? If so, give Westberg third base, and we'll figure out what Mayo does later. You know? Or if it's Mayo who's ready to come up, then give Westberg second base. We'll figure out what to do later when Holiday's ready. I'm all about making sure Westy's got a spot, but I also know that he's a team player and he's not going to mind having a dedicated spot. He'll play wherever you need him, and he'll play it well. I don't feel like Westberg's got to fight at all. Westberg is established. I want him in the lineup every day we can get him in the lineup. He is an absolute gamer. Absolute. I've yet to see one thing I'm critical about with Jordan Westberg. I mean, you could sit there and cherry pick. Oh, look at this at bat. He struck out. What was he doing swinging at that pitch or whatever? Yeah, you can cherry pick, I'm sure. Put a little highlight reel together. But in general, you've yet to hear your boy go, Westberg, what were you doing? And not even close. All right. Both teams with 3 hits through the first 4 innings. We go to the 5th. Yep, but like I said, yeah. I mean, it's just going to be a matter of the timing of who's ready when and then figuring out how to move pieces around. You know, some of this stuff is just going to solve itself. And again, it's a good problem to have. Man, we just got too many good players. Where do we play them all? Good problem to have. We're going to figure it out. All right, top of the 5th. Here we go. Blaze Alexander looks at a first pitch that was right in the middle of Adley's chest, but apparently ball 1. I don't know where that's supposed to be. 274 for Blaze. He struck out in his first time at bat. This one's lifted off the end of the bat. Still got some decent carry to it to center field. Mullins, though, with space in the deepest part of the yard to make the catch. 1 out. Irvin, outside of the solo shot to Marte, still looking extremely effective. Is that Zoom workplace sign on the batter's eye? Is that just layered on there with like AI, or is that actually there? There's no way that batter's eye has that sign there, right? That's just something Apple TV threw in. Here's a pitch off the plate outside to Kevin Newman. Next pitch is also off the plate somewhere. They're not putting up the grid to show us the strike zone. I mean, that pitch, it must be the angle of the outfield camera they have, because this one's right up the middle, but Mateo shaded toward the bag, backhands it, throws the first in time. 2 down. Well done for Irvin after a 2-0 count. Able to keep another batter off the bases. 2 down, nobody on. Top of the 5th. Irvin on 73 pitches. He could go 6. Faux show. Marte at the plate. Called a strike. Top of the zone. Newman. This one's fouled back, and Marte's in the hole 0-2. 2 down and 2 strikes. Base is empty. Irvin trying to get it to the bottom of the 5th. With the Orioles lead intact. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball. Marte, after taking Irvin deep last time, Irvin wins the battle here as Marte takes a wild swing on a breaking ball low and away to win the inning. Well done, Cole. 5 innings of one run, 3-hit ball. Did he issue any? I still don't understand why this ESPN scorecard doesn't tell you the walk totals. I feel like Irvin might have walked somebody, but I'm not sure, and I can't even reference it. Okay, well, here we go. Yeah, there's the walk. Eugenio Suarez had a walk. Okay, so I have to reference it that way. But once pitching changes happen, then how do I do it? I don't know. Just put one more stat in here. How hard is that, ESPN? Make space. Hey, let's check on that sub-count goal. What are we looking for? I forgot. 7-something? 725? Oh, we got a long way to go. Folks, maybe we should not worry about subs right now and just worry about likes. 117 people here right now. Let's get like number 50 out of the way. We're not even anywhere near half the amount of people in here just tapping a little thumb right below their screen. And folks, if you've never done a little tappy tap, it's just a little tap. Just a little tap at home. Tap it in. Just tap it in. Tappity tap, tap, tap. All right? I know it sounds petty, okay? But it helps out the channel. And there's no commitment. There's no obligation. No salesman will visit your home. No junk email. You're just helping out the channel. You're here, right? I'm hooking you up. Hook your boy up back. Tap that like button, would you? Appreciate it. Oi. Well, sometimes life's pretty funny, isn't it? All right. Here we go. Bottom of the fifth coming up. We're already halfway through this ball game, huh? Cedric Mullins to lead it off. He'll be followed by Mateo and then back to the top of the order and Gunnar Henderson. Sparse crowd. Lots of green openings amongst the lower bowl here, but with the weather, it's understandable. Mullins squared around the bunt and then backed away after the pitch was in the dirt. 1-0 on Mullins. Average now down to 198, but he did drive in a run with a ground ball his last at bat. Next pitch is in the dirt, and the count 2-0. Pfaadt. It's just so weird to begin a sentence with Pfaadt. Pfaadt is only on 54 pitches right now. Pitch count is fine. But again, Oriole batters aggressive, not looking to walk much. They're looking to swing, and there's a swing by Mullins on a 2-0 pitch, fouled back behind the plate. Over on the left side. Two and one the count. The pitch is in the dirt. 3-1. I am pronouncing it right though, right? How else could it be pronounced? The 3-1 pitch is lifted in the air. Mullins, man, that swing, this is going to be played out there awkwardly by Blaze Alexander in shallow right center field, the second baseman out to make that catch. He had to dance around a little bit to get under that ball, but he's retired. Mullins with a weird reaction after that swing that makes me think that he really isn't seeing the ball well right now. One away here in the bottom of the fifth, and the batter Mateo. That one is a little low and a little outside. Good location from Pfaadt. Could have gone either way. He did a little cha-cha-cha. This one's pop foul behind the plate. And the count is 1-1. Orioles 2, Diamondbacks 1. First game of 3 here this weekend. Orioles coming off a 5-game road trip where they went 4-1. This one's pop foul. Oh, that's going to stay in play. Mateo looked like he'd given up on it. It's going to be a infield pop-up to the first baseman. Christian Walker will make the play. Reading the body language of Mateo, as soon as he swung, I figured that ball was out of play. But he quickly got alert and said, oh, I better start making my way down to the first base bag. And you can see the breath on the players. It is getting cold down there. Gunnar Henderson breathing some smoke. Takes a first pitch low for ball 1. Gunner's 0 for 2 so far tonight. His average now at 267. That's about as low as I want to see it. Let's start getting it back in the 270s. This one swung on a missed. On a breaking ball from Pfaadt. That was a fat breaking ball right there. How about a nice fat pitch? Can we get a nice fat pitch? Seems reasonable, considering who's throwing it. 1-1 on Gunnar. Pitch. Called a strike. Right on the inside corner. That is not the fat pitch I was wanting. But technically it was a fat pitch. Okay, enough of that. The 1-2. Low and away. I felt like we needed that. We got a 2-2 count, 2 down. The next pitch to Gunnar is low. Full count. I smell a flag court shot. Let's go. Find the flag court, Gunnar. Payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. Gunnar flips his bat. Flips off all the equipment and takes his base. He looks ready to go. He's already got the oven mitt on. And you know what, folks? Even though there's already 2 out, your boy feels something happening. The subscreen is up. Trust the BirdWatcher. The hat is not on yet, but the subscreen is up. Folks, you want to see Adley knock Gunnar in with 2 down? Sub up. First pitch to Rutschman is lifted foul behind the plate. 2 down. In the bottom of the 5th, the Orioles ahead 2-1. Gunnar Henderson on first base. Adley at the plate. He's 0 for 2 tonight, which means he's due. Check on the runner. Henderson's back in. Come on, Adley. Attaboy, Adley. Come on. 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Fastball on the outer part of the zone. 93 miles an hour. I tell you what, the Orioles, for the most part, they go up there swinging that baseball bat. That's why they lead the league in things like home runs, hard hit rate, exit velo. They might swing and miss, but man, when they make contact, they're hitting the ball hard. Here's an 0-2 to Adley in the dirt. Nice stop there by Moreno to keep it right there. And the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Apple TV night. Not letting your boy, the BirdWatcher, bring him down. Here's the 1-2. Hit on the ground and through right center field for a base hit. You know Gunnar's going first to third on a right center field hit. You know Gunnar's going to third. 2 out rally time. Here comes Mountcastle? Oh, O'Hearn. Yeah, here comes Ryan O'Hearn. I don't hear you in chat. I need to hear for O'Hearn. Haven't you O'Hearned? Ryan's at the plate. By the way, 104.7 off the bat from Adley. The pitch is low and in to Ryan O'Hearn. Pfaadt now up to 71 pitches. O'Hearn has walked tonight, 0 for 1 otherwise. 288 average. Here's a, not called a strike. Pfaadt. Tell you what, I got to be honest. This home plate umpire tonight, The few questionable calls have gone against the Diamondbacks and not us. I will be fair. First and third, a 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Bottom of the zone there from Pfaadt. 2-1 the count on O'Hearn. 2 ducks out on the pond, one only 90 feet away. The Orioles head 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on, grounded. Base hit right field. That's going to get Gunnar home. Ryan O'Hearn with an RBI single. Adley moves all the way to third somehow. That ball was hit hard. I can't believe, man, we just go first to third. We don't care. And there's water in the splash zone. Mr. Splash taking over the duties. The Orioles get another run in, and they now make it 3-1. Ryan O'Hearn, Oriole 2-out rally, 2-out magic. Keep the sprinklers on. Break out the slip and slide. Let's get wet. Bottom of the fifth. And now a meeting on the mound for Pfaadt. It's a Pfaadt meeting. I haven't seen a Pfaadt meeting like this since I went to an Overeaters Anonymous meeting. All right, poor attempt at humor, but give me a break. I need another cup of coffee. Hey, I'm fat here with a PH. Hey, that earned a sub anyway. Hey, thanks for the sub. Let's get the sub count up for crying out loud. What do we got? 3 tonight? We can do better than this. Your boy, the BirdWatcher, gives it. I mean, if you want me to have, my heart burst out of my chest like Wednesday night, if that's what it takes, so be it. All right. Ever since I put that sub screen on, by the way, folks, how have things gone? Just telling you like it is. 2-out rally, courtesy of the sub screen. Ryan Mountcastle fouls this one away, 0-1. Singled and scored so far tonight, 1 for 2. Come on, let's bust this puppy open, Mountie. Let's clear Baltimore. What do you say? The pitch. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down, first and third. 1 run in already. The pitch. Swung on and popped up. Off to the right, but out of play. And there's a replay of the Mountie bomb from Wednesday night. One of the most epic home run calls in the early going for your boy, the BirdWatcher, even though he failed to throw in the tagline, "Bye-bye, Birdie." Boy, that'll haunt me forever. 1-2 on Mountie. The pitch. Swung on. That one's hit well. Oh, but it's going to hang up in center field. Mountie was admiring it for a second. Had your boy excited, but it's going to be a fly ball to center. Probably a good 15 feet in front of the track to win the inning. But the Orioles tack on a run with a 2-out rally. Ryan O'Hearn with the RBI single. We go to the 6th. Orioles 3, Diamondbacks 1. Let's get another quality start from Cole Irvin. Get a clean 6th inning out of the way here. Oi. Alex, do I have the game on my TV? No, I'm just imagining everything that might happen and just going with it. I'm guessing with all of my calls. It's amazing how accurate I am. Yeah, I'm watching the game, man. Hey, thanks for that sub. 718. I mean, 720. Even if it's a small sub count night, we got to at least get to the next, 0, right? So 720. If we don't get 725, that's fine. That's fine. Your boy will be all right. I had a day off yesterday. Had a chance to relax the vocal cords a little bit. Get my blood pressure down. I'm feeling good. I just want to see a nice victory tonight. I would love to be up by more than 3 runs and not have a save situation. That would be my birthday's still about 2 weeks away. 2 weeks exactly, that is. My birthday is exactly 2 weeks away. Hint, hint. Now I've already forgotten my point. Yeah, so who do we play? I think that's when we're on the road. I think we'll be either in St. Louis or Chicago on a road trip during my birthday. My birthday. Your boy's turning 47. I can no longer say I'm in my mid-40s. I got to go with I'm in my late 40s now. Is it still 1-0 Yankees in the 7th? Jeez, come on. Tampa, put a run up. All right, here we go. Corbin Carroll, first pitch swinging here in the top of the 6th. Fouls one off to the left. All right. Carroll's 0 for 2 tonight. His average now at 203. 0-1 pitch. In there, called. Strike 2. Irvin getting ahead. Next offering is foul back. By the way, a big name not in the lineup tonight has been the best hitter so far this season for the D-backs. And, folks, we're lucky. We've got 2 lefties in these 3 games, both Irvin and then Means tomorrow night. Jock Peterson. Here's a ground ball from Carroll. Weakly hit to second. Mateo with the easy play, and Carroll is now 0 for 3. Thankfully, this dude is not in a good spot right now. Yeah, the big bat not in this lineup. We might see him later in the game. As soon as there's a situation with, if we have a righty on the mound, they're going to go to him. Jock Peterson. Jock Peterson, another off-season acquisition, veteran player, former Dodger, spent time with the Giants, free agent in the winter. They picked him up. All he's done, hit around, he's been their best hitter. Homers, average. Gurriel at the plate. First pitch is off the plate. And this one is outside. So it's 2-0 on Gurriel. 1 out, nobody on. Todd's turning 47 in July. Hey, we were born in 77, Todd. It's a special year. This is off the plate 3-0. Irvin falling behind here with Christian Walker on deck. There's a called strike. 3-1. Hey, Rick Dempsey spent time on the Dodger and then came back to us. Hey, this one's in the right center. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Uh-oh. Your boy's voice. Excuse me. Gurriel serves one in the right center field for a single. That'll bring the tying run to the plate in the form of Christian Walker. Yeah, Dempsey was on the team that won in '88. I'm almost 100% sure of that. He came back to us for a cup of coffee there at the very end. There's a swing and a miss from Walker, 0-1. So, yeah, unless your boy's memory's off, 1988, the Orioles start 0-21, have one of their worst seasons ever, while Rick Dempsey heads on over to the Dodgers and is a part of one of that special Kirk Gibson Dodger team that beat the A's. There's a swing and a miss, 0-2 the count on Walker. 1 out, runner at first. Good to hear, Matt. Good to hear. Dempsey, another Oriole legend. 0-2. This one's low and away. Old school Dodgers weren't gutless, only recent. Where's the cutoff, Narniak? Just so I know. I'm not saying, I'm not trying to be picky on you. Just wondering, where does the new generation of gutless Dodgers, where did it start? Like the Kershaw era? Here's a breaking ball laid off by Walker. Irvin couldn't get him to chase, and the count now 2-2. Was it when the dude got up in the crowd and yelled, "Hey, it's Enrico Palazzo"? Is it after that? Oh, Puig? From the Puig era on? Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, Puig was a bit of a character, wasn't he? Here's a check swing. He went. He went. Show me the replay on that check swing from Walker. Here comes the replay. I'll be totally honest about it. He went. His whole bat was beyond the top of the plate. Full count. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Irvin gets Walker to chase a breaking ball low and away. Thank God. It would have been ball 4 had he laid off. 2 out in the inning. Thank God that check swing didn't cost us. Walker strikes out. 2 down. Irvin on 91 pitches. It's time to empty the tank. This is going to be his last batter. Hopefully. This one's drilled. Left field line. Go foul. And it will. My goodness. That ball had the distance and then some from Randall Grichuk, but he could not keep it fair. That ball about 5 feet foul. Whew. And back into the stands a good 20 rows. I mean, that ball was tagged. I willed it foul. 2 down, runner at first. Tying run, Grichuk at the plate with an 0-1 count. Here comes the next one. Breaking ball. Called a strike on the outside corner. Beautiful from Irvin. That ball started way off the plate. You can tell Grichuk didn't want to have anything to do with it. Next thing you know, it just nips the outside edge. 0-2. Come on, one more strike, Cole. The pitch. Grounded foul off to the left. That's pitch number 94. Irvin running out of fumes here. Or running on fumes. I don't know. Running out of energy, I don't know. I'm mixing up my metaphors. We got an 0-2. 2 down. The pitch. There's a breaking ball, and it's lifted, served into center field for a base hit. I mean, that ball, that was a one-handed swing almost. Nearly a one-handed swing there by Grichuk to serve that pitch into the outfield. Here comes Brandon Hyde. We might fall one batter short of getting Cole Irvin a quality start, which means 6 innings of 3 runs or less. He's 1 out short, and there it goes. Hyde slaps him on the butt. Irvin hands him the baseball. We're into the bullpen, somehow earlier than the Diamondbacks are. Although I'm pretty sure they'll be dipping into theirs in the bottom half of the inning. But Irvin gets a well-deserved round of applause as he heads back to the dugout. We go to the bullpen. We're in the top of the 6th, 2 out, 2 on. That's the situation. Irvin, yeah, he got his consecutive innings streak snapped, but he still pitched a whale of a game. Just the 1 run, 1 mistake pitch. The other hits he's given up have been pretty soft. It has to be said. He's given up some soft hits. He's not been, probably the hardest hit ball all night went foul, to be perfectly honest. Other than the Marte home run. And let's do a quick check on the old like situation. Okay, now we're about to hit 60. That's a little more normal. That's a little more in line with things. Things are looking healthy. I'd love to go over the out-of-town scores if this forward button would work. It just doesn't want to work. I'll try refreshing one more time. This has never been an issue before. You just click right here and you start scrolling, but it ain't doing it now. Or are these... No, these can't be the only... It's Friday night. There's a whole slate of games. Why aren't you showing me? I can't even click on full scoreboard. Unbelievable. They do not want me to know what's going on out there. Apologies, folks. Change of pitcher sub count. Folks, the sub count screen. Once again, Albert Suarez is on. Folks, when do you need him? It doesn't matter. You want him to start? You want him to come out and pitch get the final out in the 5th? You want him to pitch extra innings for more than one inning? You want him to be your set? Whatever. Albert Suarez. First pitch is low for ball 1. It's Suarez versus Suarez. Eugenio at the plate, Albert on the mound. The hitter Suarez 0 for 1 tonight with a walk. 1-0 pitch is in the dirt, 2-0. Yikes. 2-0. Oh, come on, Albert. First we had Pfaadt on the mound, and now we got Albert. So it's been a Pfaadt-Albert combo tonight on the mound in Baltimore. Hey, hey, hey. The 2-0 pitch is off the plate outside, 3-0. Come on, Albert. I've been hyping you up. I'm hyping you up, buddy. 3-0. Don't make me go get Weird Harold on you. The 3-0 in there for a strike. 94 on the outside edge. The tying runs are already on base, with runners at first and second. 2 down. 3-1 pitch. That's hit hard and into left field for a base hit. The Diamondbacks are going to get to within a run. And here's a throw into third, and he's safe. Now the tying run 90 feet away. Albert comes in, gives up the hit. Oh, boy. I still love you, Albert. Because you got heart. You got heart, man. Here we go, folks. It's nerves time. Tying run at third. Go ahead run now on at first. 2 down here in the top of the 6th. Gabriel Moreno, first pitch swinging, right field. Should be playable for Santander. He's got it, and the inning is over. Suarez comes in. He does serve up a hit. It does allow the D-backs to get a run in. But the Orioles do leave with the lead. Going to the bottom of the 6th, ahead 3-2. And again, folks, you might be like, Suarez, what, you gave up the hit? Folks, we are asking this guy to basically be everything. We want you to do this. We want you to do that. We don't care what your normal routine is. We don't care about we don't care. Because I'm sure the organization looks at him as like just this sort of nice little, find, this veteran that they can basically just go out there and use however they want. But his attitude about it to me looks like he doesn't mind. He just wants to play. Where do you need me? Give me the ball. That's why I'm willing to give him a little more leeway than maybe another pitcher who might want to only pitch 1 inning in 1 situation on exactly this many days rest before he's happy. I'm not naming names. I'm not naming names. Fat Albert with with Suarez squared. I love it. All right, folks. I need something. I need a snack. You know what I need? I got some crackers here. Great snack for when you're on the air. Crackers. But I've got them, so I'll push the mic away here for a minute, all right? First pitch swinging, and it's going to be an infield pop-up. Anthony Santander retired on one pitch here in the bottom of the sixth. Brandon Pfaadt still out there. Cows are at the plate in there for a strike. Come on, folks. I mean, starting to feel like we're getting a little lethargic. And your boy is, I got to be the rally man. I got to be the guy to get people hype. It's my job. Let's get hype. We need more runs. What's happening right now? Cowser might have something in his eye. That's exactly what it is. The trainer's out. That's the worst. Is there anything worse than when you get something stuck in your eye? Sometimes it's there for like hours. You're sitting there trying to wash it out. You're sticking your eyeball under a faucet. It's the worst. Imagine having that issue while you're standing at a plate with a major league pitcher bearing down on you. All right, hopefully he can see. 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. Maybe Cowser was faking he can't see so that Pfaadt will throw a fat one. 1-1. That's a called strike. Up and in the zone. There's a straight up milkman in the... I mean, some of these milkman costumes look like they're like legit. Here's a ground ball fouled off to the right. Like somebody went and got like a custom made like 1954 milkman outfit. Craig Kimbrell is getting loose right now in the bottom of the sixth. How about this? Here's a check swing. And Moreno tried to frame that one on a pitch a little bit low. But luckily the umpire does not ring up Cowser, and the count now is 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the sixth. The Orioles ahead 3-2. That one's reached for inside. And it's going to be a ground ball to the right side. The pitcher covering will take the flip to retire the milkman. 2 down here in the sixth. I mean, the Orioles, just 5 hits tonight. I'd like to see a few more. Here's Westberg. 287 at the moment. 1 for 2 with an RBI double. 6 homers, 24 RBI. Here's a swing and a miss. That looked like a late moving slider or cutter. Oh, and 1 on Westy. Check swing, and guess it just went off the bat. Wound up hitting the catcher, and the ball just drops right there in front of the plate. Here's a side-by-side comparison of Westberg's batting stance from last year to this, showing how he's a little more upright, not crouching as much. 0-2, the count on Westberg. The pitch. That swung on. Opposite field. And caught out there by the right fielder. Solid contact once again from Westberg. Going the other way. He doesn't care. He sprays it everywhere. But unfortunately, right at the right fielder for out number 3. We go to the late innings, folks. The Orioles clinging to a 1-run lead. 3-2. How's everyone's Apple TV experience? You know what? I might reach for another lucky right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to heat up some of this water, add it to this cold coffee, and make this hot, all right? Yeah, boy's going to step away from a minute. From a minute or for a minute? I don't know. I can't speak. I go back. I listen to some of these streams I've done. I make like 87 mistakes a night. I don't know how you guys tolerate it. I really don't. It must just be my charming personality and my dedication and heart. It's got to be all that stuff, right? Because, my God, I am a blubbering mess on this microphone. Okay, I'll be right back. I didn't quit it, Randall. They fired me, so you're stuck with me, unfortunately. I'm just going to have to go ahead and live the dream that I had since I was a little boy and just, you say, you know what? I'm just going to be the play-by-play guy for the Orioles. Nobody's going to hire me. Nobody's going to direct me. I'm just going to do it. Craig Kimbrell is on the mound, folks. Craig Kimbrell is on the mound, so this is what we're doing. We're going to bring him out in situations where, yes, it's high leverage, a one-run ball game late, but no, it's not a save situation. Let's see how he handles it. It is the bottom part of the order, 8, 9, and 1. First pitch was off the plate, and so's the next. So here we go, 2-0 count from Kimbrell. That kind of music. Blaze Alexander, the batter, and the 2-0 is fouled back 2-1. It'll be Alexander, Kevin Newman, and Ketel Marte. And again, I know Hyde is doing this. He looked at the order and he said, all right, 8, 9, and 1. Come on, Brandon. Or come on, Craig. If you can't get the bottom of this order out, when else am I going to use you? The 2-1 pitch. There's a knuckle curve. Line drive caught by Mountcastle. Caught by Mountcastle. That ball was hit hard. Ticketed for the right field corner. But the Castle stands strong. Has the glove up to snare it. Left his feet. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, you better erase that one, Matt. Not a big fan of people telling me what not to do. Here's a breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1 on Kevin Newman. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Kimbrell on the mound, folks. Classic rock. There's a swing and a miss. Well, sometimes, Matt, whenever I make a reference, it's more than a feeling when I feel my Baltimore Orioles. It's more than a feeling. How's that? 0-2 the count on Newman. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball, 94. Sit down. 2 down, nobody on. Kimbrell gets the first 2 outs with help from Ryan Mountcastle. All right, Marte looks at a first pitch called strike on the inside corner. This is the big batter. You got the 8 and 9 guys. Now you got to get the guy who's got a home run tonight. He's an all-star. Pitch, foul back, 0-2. Thank you, Matt. I want me to do good, too. I want me to do good. The later this goes, folks, in a one-run ball game, your boy might be bringing up the sub-screen more than he is the scoreboard here. Here's one in the dirt, and it gets away. Luckily, nobody on base. Okay, actually, I could help you out here, and this is the wrong thing. This should be like, well, I don't know. Whatever. There you are. See, it is a little bit ahead. Next pitch is going to be ball 2. I can see it already. That's what I don't like. Here comes Adley to have a talk. So, wow, this really is... You know what? We are going to the sub-screen, folks. We're going there. Kimbrel's on the mound. I need all the luck I can get from somewhere. Adley out to have a chat. It was a quick one. He's already on his way back. There are only 4 relievers in Major League history with more saves than Craig Kimbrel. Rivera, Hoffman, Lee Smith, Francisco Rivera. There is the short list. Check swing. Appeal. No swing. 2-2 the count. Yeah, Marte left it. He held it back. 2-2. Pitch. Lifted. That ball was in on the hands. Surely you couldn't have done much with that. It's going to be a fly ball to Santander, just a couple of steps in front of the track near the scoreboard. He makes the catch. Kimbrel pitches a 1-2-3 inning. Hallelujah. 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 Holy Toledo. Alert the media. Stop the presses. Craig Kimbrel with a 3-up, 3-down inning.
Is this real life? I like turtles.
Honestly. All right. I would come back on screen, but your boy needs a lucky. It's 7th. Wait, is it 7th inning stretch time? Holy cow, your boy's not doing his job. Folks, what are we doing? 7th inning stretch time in Baltimore. We're not even on the road right now. Let's get some cakes on the griddle. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. Let's go, and I need a lucky. You know, it's just too bad that that smoking, not being socially acceptable in the age of the internet and being able to live stream, it's just too bad that those two eras weren't able to overlap for even a little while. I would love to be able to just sit here and have this cigarette with you while I'm on camera, but I know what the optics are. I know the optics. What kind of message are you sending people? I don't know. That I enjoy my own personal freedom, and yeah, it's a vice. I enjoy it. You think I do this because it's just an addiction? No, I like it. I like it a lot. But hey, what are you going to do? I'm an old schooler, folks. Coffee, cigarettes, baseball, radio. I collect vinyl records. Smoking's bad, okay? Just to remind everybody that's listening right now, I'm not here trying to... Wait, am I Dr. Phil or am I Mr. Whatever his name is? Whatever. I'm not condoning anything, all right? I know, but YouTube cares, Norma. YouTube cares. They will throw me into the 7th layer of Hades if I'm trying to be a general audience kind of channel, you know what I mean? Yeah, I advertise for a brand that's not even like around anymore. Right? It's not really Is anybody out there buying Lucky Strikes? Should I switch to Viceroy? Reach for a Viceroy. Okay, we do have a pitching change here. Logan Allen is going to pitch. Left-hander. Only the sixth appearance, 13 and a third innings. So 5 games, 13 and a third. What is this guy? This guy pitches 2 innings every time or what? That's a lot of innings for 5 appearances from a reliever. We've got 8, 9, and 1 due up. Cedric Mullins, Jorge Mateo, and then Gunnar Henderson. So 2 of the 3 next from the left side, hence the lefty move. Mullins 0 for 2 tonight, but he does have an RBI ground out. See, Bird fan? See, I'm being a bad influence. This one's popped up. First pitch, Mullins on the infield. Man, Ced needs a day off. But how are we going to do it? Austin Hayes is apparently another couple of days away from returning to the team. We don't have a whole lot of options if Mullins sits because Cowser is the only person I want in center. And then who do we put in left? McKenna? I'm not sitting Mullins if it means starting McKenna. I'm sorry. We're just going to have to wait through this cold streak. Mateo at the plate with 1 down. First pitch to him is inside. I don't mind Mullins being aggressive. He's just not seeing the baseball well right now. He's not making good contact. This one's low, 2-0. Somebody's screaming bloody murder in the crowd. It's getting picked up on the microphone from Apple TV. This is a hard hit ground ball in the hole. It's short, and the shortstop Newman, even if you were able to pick it cleanly, probably wouldn't have had a play. But the ball dribbled away from him. Mateo reaches on an infield single with 1 down. Speed on the bases. If he doesn't steal second base in the next 30 seconds, your boy doesn't know what's going on. Gunnar Henderson's up. Pitch is in there for a strike. Well, admittedly, a couple of things against Mateo stealing. 1, a left-handed pitcher on the mound has a better look. 2, you got Gunnar at the plate. Let's not run ourselves out of something. But if you get a good jump, go. I don't know. Next pitch is low, and the count 1-1 on Gunnar. I'll be back on screen in just a sec, folks. Here's a check on Mateo. Not much of a check. That can't be his real move. That was lobbed over there. Mateo back in standing. The 1-1. Swing and a foul off to the right. Bouncing up off the tarp. Retrieved by the ball girl over there on the right side. One, two is lifted in the air. Deep right, or it's not deep, but it's going to get down into the right center field gap. Mateo's got the Jets on. He's rounding third. Here comes the relay throw. It is not in time. Mateo slides in. Gunnar Henderson at second. Turn on the sprinklers. The Orioles lead 4-2. And let me get myself back on the screen. That lucky was lucky. How you doing, everybody? 4-2. Gunnar Henderson, RBI. RBI double, that is. His 4th double of the season. Only 4 doubles. That's why as soon as he went toward that gap, I was like, oh, there it goes. I'm not used to Gunnar hitting doubles. All right, well, that'll do it for Allen. He came in to face 3 batters and came away giving up a run. Only got the 1 out. They will probably be going to a righty now with Adley and Mountie, 2 of the next 3 batters. It'll be Martinez, J. Martinez. We got a first name on this guy. I can't click on anything. Nothing is clickable. Do you see this? You know how you hold over something that should be a link and then it'll turn into like a little finger to point? Nothing is clickable anymore. Okay. I don't know, folks. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Let's take a look at the old subscreen. Folks, 7:20. I mean, really. This is not a good pace. Look at this. We're flatlining, folks. We are flatlining. 7:15 was where we got after that game. And then, of course, with a day off, a couple of people. Nobody's going to sign up on a day off. I lost a couple. So when we factor in everything, after the epic game call from Wednesday night, 3 new subs. Come on, folks. We can do better. You mean to tell me right now? By the way, we've got a break in the action. I am not preventing anyone from enjoying the experience. But, folks, 130 people here right now. You mean to tell me you're all subscribed? I don't think so. Give it a shot. There's no commitment. There's no obligation. No salesman will visit your home. You're simply helping this channel grow. All right. Justin Martinez making his 8th appearance. He's got a flat ERA of just 1.00. I'm assuming he went 9 innings and gave up 1 run. That would be how you get that ERA. Adley at the plate. First pitch to him is inside. Well, called a strike. 2 inches inside and 100 miles an hour. Really? We got to deal with strikes out of the zone at triple digits? Tough first strike on Adley. Gunner's at second. 1 out. A run already in. The pitch. Check swing. He went around. They're going to appeal. And there's the fist from the third base umpire to indicate that indeed Adley swung. Why is it I can tell in real time, but these umpires can't with a slow motion look? All right. I guess they don't get a slow motion look, but when we get a slow motion look, okay. Locked in. Pitch. Way inside, 1-2. One that makes me feel like I feel when I'm with you. Are we, Evan, are we reciting Huey Lewis lyrics right now? Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Adley goes down on a changeup. Adley got fooled. Look at that thing just drop. I mean, he throws 100 miles an hour and then he breaks off one of these. That is tough. That is tough. 2 down. That'll bring up Ryan O'Hearn. Well, the one benefit is the lefty that was on to pitch, removed for this right-hander, he's going to have to face O'Hearn. This is the matchup we want. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. It's Mountcastle. What? Hold on. Was O'Hearn? Am I losing my mind? I've just lost my mind. Who was just hitting? I've absolutely lost the plot. I thought Adley was just at the plate. What happened to O'Hearn? Did I just watch him hit and not realize it? This one's fouled back. Could somebody please help me out? There's 2 out, 2 on. I'm trying to figure out what happened with Ryan O'Hearn in the last at bat and how I got confused. Man. I thought that day off yesterday was going to do me some good. 2 on, 2 out, and an 0-2 count on Mountcastle, and he swings and misses. And that's it. The Orioles do add on a big run here in the 7th, but they leave a couple of runners on. Adley struck out, and then how did O'Hearn get on? A walk? Yeah, he got walked, right? He's got 2 walks tonight. So how did O'Hearn get walked so quickly? I just feel like, I don't know. I went into another dimension there for like a minute. I'm sorry. We're going to the 8th, folks, okay? Jesus. All right, I might have Craig Kimbrelled a couple of calls tonight, all right? I realize that. Don't come at me with the torches and the pitchforks, please. There's a little more caffeine. Maybe that'll help. It'll be the heart of the Diamondback order coming up in the 8th. Who are we sending out with a lefty, righty, righty situation? I would want Cano. Why? Because Carroll is struggling. Oh, we're going with Webb. Okay. Maybe Cano will pitch the 9th? If we can get Carroll, Gurriel, and Walker, let's say we get one guy on, that's Grichuk. Then it will be 9th inning, bottom of the order. Righty, righty, lefty, righty. So, okay, so it's mostly righties in there. Okay, so I'm thinking Webb in the 8th, Cano in the 9th. What do you guys think? It doesn't look like we're going to go to Coulomb or Perez with all these lefties in the lineup. I mean, the big lefty to worry about with this lineup is Corbin Carroll, and he's been struggling, and he's leading off. And we already know we've got Webb in to face him. So who do you want in the 9th, folks? Is it Cano time? I can't figure out any other logical scenario. All right, this commercial break seems to be going on longer than normal. What's happening here? I see a 1-1 count already on the screen. Okay, at this rate, I'm going to have to go back to the subscreen. I've fallen behind in the action, I guess. So I don't want anything spoiled, folks. I hope you understand. Late innings, I'm going to make sure. And by the way, 720, folks. All right. We may not get to 725 tonight, but at least 720 is something. We got something. I really appreciate it, guys. Here we go. First pitch to Carroll. Popped up. Foul behind the plate. Jacob Webb out on the mound. He came out in that crazy game on Wednesday night and finally got the final 3 outs in that exhausting win over the Nationals. This one's inside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Carroll. Come on, Webby. Whoa, big jump. A couple more people are in. This one's outside, 2-1. The pitch, inside. Carroll didn't even offer at it. 2-2. We are in it to win it. And, folks, if you ain't in it to win it, then get the hell out. That's right. I'm going with Marky Mark lyrics right now. This is the 19th appearance for Webb. This one's hit on the ground, right side. Mateo. Got it. Over to Mountcastle in time. Gets the speedy Carroll. Keeps those legs off the base. Carroll had, what, like 45 steals, 50 steals, something like that in his Rookie of the Year campaign last season? You don't want him on base. 1 down for Gurriel, who's 2 for 3 tonight. A couple of singles. Scored 1 of the 2 Diamondback runs, hitting .242 at the moment. First pitch, he went after it, going to left, but he didn't get all of it. It's going to hang up there in the pasture for Colton Cowser to make the catch. Fly ball to left. That might have been near the track in many parks, but here it looks like a routine fly ball. 2 down, nobody on in the 8th. Webb gets the first 2 outs with the tough part of the order up. Hey, Matt, I'm just trying to send good vibrations. It's such a sweet sensation. There's a called strike. Sino Perez is getting loose. Your boy might be wrong. Could Perez come in for the ninth, or are they only getting him loose in case they need him for a lefty if Webb gets into trouble? We'll see. 1-1 the count now. On who's up there? Christian Walker? With no information in front of me. Yeah, Christian Walker at the plate. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. The pitch. Just off the outside edge. 2-1. Walker 1 for 3 with a single. 2-1 pitch is a check swing. Appeal. Oh, it looks like the home plate umpire is going to make that call. It is a swing, and the count is 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out here in the 8th. One more strike. Crowd making noise. The pitch in the dirt. Nowhere close. Adley got rid of that baseball in a hurry. That ball was not lucky. That'll run the count full now. And the payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the left. Orioles 4, Diamondbacks 2, top of the 8th. Here on Friday night, game 1 of a 3-game set. Pitch. Up and away. Walker walks. A 2-out free pass to Christian Walker. Evan, you win comment of the night. It's just my triple nipple. That's all. That's all that is. Unbelievable. I love Charm City chat. Here comes Hyde. All right, so I guess this is the situation we're talking about. Jock Peterson is out to pinch hit. This is the guy we were happy to not see in the lineup. And Brandon Hyde's got the move. This is why Perez got loose. Perfect. If Peterson's coming up, we've got the lefty to come in to face him. Webb exits with a runner at first, his responsibility. 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Orioles need 4 more outs to take this first game. And by the way, extend our consecutive not swept series streak. Did I get all of that out? To 104. I mean, there's only 2 longer streaks in the history of baseball, and you got to go back about 90 years or something to find the most recent one. In the modern day, no one's even close to this. Right? I don't know. I got to go back and look. One of them was like the Murderers Row Yankees. And then somebody else. All right. Oh, I was going to say, is my cursor stuck? How about my cursor sort of hanging in there tonight? A big thank you to my cursor. We got 136 people in here right now. Folks, I love it. People are here, tuning in. Folks, there's a look at the situation. I can already see it's going to be strike 1 on Jock Peterson. This is why, at this stage of the ball game, your boy's got to make the call. You're going to have to listen to me. And again, folks, as a reminder, if you're new to my channel, we might have some new people here right now. Late in the ball game, new people start showing up. Also, Apple TV game. You never know. Cino Perez is on the mound. But yes, as a Reminder, folks, no spoilers if you are indeed watching this game. If you see action happen, you got to let me call it first. This one is fouled away at the plate by Peterson. First pitch to Jock. Foul ball, 0-1. Jock, 33 games this season, hitting .302, 4 homers, 8 RBIs, OPS at .950. That's what I'm talking about. His average has always been down in the 220s, maybe 230s for his career. Off to a hot start. This pitch is low and away, and the count is 1-1 on Peterson. Runner at first. Peterson at the plate represents the tying run, the 1-1. Up and in, and it might have hit him. Peterson looks like he indeed got hit. And how bad of a situation is this? We bring in the lefty for the sole purpose to get this dangerous bat out, and we wind up hitting him and putting the tying run on base. And not to be insensitive, but Peterson looks like he's in some pain right now as well. That one got him right on the elbow. He had some padding there, but unless that padding did its job, that elbow is still going to be stinging right on the elbow. Eugenio Suarez will be up next. And it's not like we can go to a righty now. We're in this with Perez for at least 2 more batters. And here comes Drew French to have a chat with Adley and Perez. And here comes the infield as well. Probably a few different things to talk about here. 2 on, 2 out. Suarez, he's pretty much known as a guy that likes to go for the long ball. Another guy he's a lot like Peterson, but from the right side of the plate. Average is never very high, but the counting stats are there for power numbers. Homers, RBI, usually. Jake McCarthy will come on to pinch run for Peterson. So now the Diamondbacks adding a little extra speed as well. McCarthy representing the tying run, so a ball hit into the gap. That will increase their chances of tying the ball game. Suarez 1 for 2 tonight with a walk, a single, and an RBI. The first pitch to him is low and in for ball 1. 95 miles an hour from Perez. Nervous times, just trying to get this final out here in the 8th. Pitch in there for a called strike. That had a lot of the plate. Luckily, Suarez was not interested. Infield playing pretty much straight away right now. This one's hit on the ground. Third base side. Westberg with the sure hand will go to second for the force. And we get out of this inning. We get out of the inning. The Orioles keep their 2-run lead. We go to the bottom of the 8th. A chance to add on, and we need 3 more outs for the win. Santander, Cowser, and Westberg due up. Let's go. Orioles 4, Diamondbacks 2, going to the bottom of the 8th. Finding new ways every night to squeeze out a win. Let's hope so. Again, with the out-of-town scores tonight, folks, I'm sorry. I can only report on the 4 games I can see. The Cubs ahead of the Pirates 3-2 in the 7th. The Yankees now ahead 2-0. That game is in the bottom of the 9th. The Rays with the tying runs on with 1 out. We'll keep an eye on that one. If anybody wants to throw a final on that when it happens and chat, feel free. Twins ahead 3-1 on the Blue Jays. That's in the bottom of the 9th, so Toronto on the verge of losing. I have no issues with that. And the only other score your boy has access to without opening up a whole nother website. Braves 4, Mets nothing. They're halfway through that game. It looks like Martinez, who got the final 2 outs in the 7th, is going to stay out to begin the 8th inning with Anthony Santander due up. He'll be followed by Colton Cowser and Jordan Westberg. If anyone gets on, Cedric Mullins. Man, oh man. I wish Kjerstad could play some decent defense. He would be... That's his only drawback. If Kjerstad could play just mediocre defense, he would be in this lineup way more. Or he would help give guys like Mullins a day off and let Cowser move over to center. But we're stuck. We're stuck. All right. Bottom of the 8th. Tony Taters coming up. Hitting from the left side against the righty. Taters are going up in the chat. First pitch. Taken for a called strike. Bottom inside corner of the zone. 1 for 3 tonight. Single and a run scored is Santander. Pitch. Lifted foul off to the left. Well, now he's on a late run, but it is out of play. A lot of late reactions on foul balls from some of these hitters. I mean, take a look at where the ball's going. Jeez. I live on the other side of the planet, Christina. Oh, Narniak, that's how it always goes, isn't it? This one is low. 1-2 on the Milkman. Or excuse me, Santander. I'm getting ahead of myself. Oh, there's mistake number 14 tonight, Steve. Well done. Outside, 2-2. It's tough. With the black uniforms and the black beard, the dark beards, that's a no. I live in Thailand. Land of smiles. As far away from Baltimore as you can get without leaving planet Earth. That's where I am. This one is low and away. Or low and in, excuse me, for ball 3. Count runs full. By the way, when I say that, I don't mean that as to imply that I want to be as far away from Baltimore as I can get. It just happens to be the case. Payoff pitch. Swung on, and he reached for a pitch in the dirt. Santander strikes out on a bad pitch. I mean, it's a pitch designed to induce a swing. But, I mean, it started low and finished lower. Okay, 1 down. And now, the Milkman. 101 miles an hour outside, ball 1. All right, if the Taters didn't work, how about the Milkman? Hell, I'll throw in a few Oriole birds while I'm at it. I don't care. Pitch, inside. 2-0. (2-0) to Cowser. There's a called strike, a tough pitch. 100 miles an hour. Looked a couple inches inside. I mean, to get a bad call and it be 100 miles an hour, what are you supposed to do? Cano getting loose. The pitch off the plate outside. Good on Cowser to lay off there. 3-1 the count. This kid, Martinez, throws hard. 100 miles an hour on that four-seam fastball. He's also got a sinker. Pitch. That's right in there. Called. Strike 3. 101. Oh, excuse me. 3-2. Ouch, 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 ouch. 3-2. Oh, boy. I hope this game isn't long. I thought one day off would be good recovery for your boy, but he's having another bad night. That's ball 4. Cowser walks on the 3-2 pitch. Runner on first with 1 out. Should I eat another cracker? What do I need? I've had my Lucky. I've had my coffee. What's left? Matt, what is that emoji? I don't even know what that is. Is that like a plus minus switch or something? What is that? All right. Westberg at the plate. First pitch is a called strike. Westberg 1 for 3 with a double. Hey there, Sean Pins. Good to see you. Hey, thanks, Evan. Check on the runner. And everybody either mooing or booing at that check on Cowser. Oh, charge battery. All right. There you go. You're charging up. I gotcha. That'll work. 0-1 pitch. Outside. 1-1. We've got Cowser at first, 1 away. Bottom of the 8th. The Orioles have a 2-run lead. They'd love to make it more. But we also know for sure Craig Kimbrell is not pitching the 9th. 1-1. Swing and a miss. 100 miles an hour. Westberg, late. 1-2. That is some serious cheese from Martinez. How hard is it to go out and find one of these 100-mile-an-hour pitchers? They seem to be a lot more of them than they're used to. Swing and a miss. Well, it's a foul tip to be technical. Held onto by the catcher as Westberg goes down on strikes. Yeah, that changeup off of that triple-digit fastball, that is nasty. That is some nasty stuff. 2 down. Mullins at the plate. And a called strike. Hey, Said took a pitch. And what does he get for it? A strike. It was a tough pitch, though. Started off the plate and then tailed back over the outside edge. 0 for 3 tonight is Mullins. Does have an RBI. Cowser at first. 2 down. Called strike 2. 1-0-1 on the inside edge. Mullins in the hole. And he's been struggling. Can Said dig down deep? Here's a step off the base. Check on Cowser. The 0-2. This one's Baltimore chopped, but it's going to have some English on that ball and go into foul ground. Still 0-2 on Mullins. Cano ready to come out for the 9th. Swing and a miss. And Said is so upset. I mean, he's not happy with himself. We got to give him a day. We got to. I mean, I don't care if we got to go down and bring somebody. I don't know. Is McKenna really the only option if we don't play Mullins? Please tell me that McKenna is not the only option if we don't play. He needs a day off. He needs a day off. I feel bad for him. You know he's going to give it your all on defense, and he's not like he's up there just phoning it in at the plate. He just can't pick up the baseball right now. I don't want to hear any talk about Said stinks or Said's washed up. We want that glove in center. We just got to hope he can get out of this slump. But I'm telling you right now, if we got to give him a day off. We got to give him a day off. I mean, we all had a day off yesterday. Yeah, it works when it makes contact. Yeah, just a day off. I just wish we had better defense amongst our outfield options. But Santander is rooted in right field. There's nowhere else to play him. You could DH him, but again, that's just... Okay, fine. Let's say you put Kjerstad in right or Santander at DH. Well, now you're knocking Ryan O'Hearn out of the lineup. If you put O'Hearn at first, you're knocking Mountcastle out of the lineup. You move Cowser to center for Mullins. Okay, well, then who plays left field? And again, for me, all I can think of, and I'm still not happy with it, even from a defensive perspective, is McKenna, and that ain't going to cut it for me. So we have to just roll with Mullins. I don't like it. I don't know what to do about it. I mean, we could... Okay, here's the deal. I kind of forgot about this. I don't know how people feel about it. Personally, I'm not a huge fan. But Mateo has some experience in center field. Maybe that's the way. Maybe you put Mateo in for center. Maybe put Urias in the infield for a game. Well, what's the one dimension, Michael? Clutch, because said Mullins, between his glove and his bat, has done a lot of clutch things over the years. All right, Canoa's on, folks. Let's lock in. It is the 9th inning. We might have some things to address with the club, as usual, but for now, let's see a win home. Cano on the mound to begin the 9th. First pitch to Moreno is in there for a called strike. 96 on the gun. Moreno tonight 0 for 3. Flied out twice and struck out. Swing and I don't know how he even got a piece of that. That ball was 6 inches inside. By the way, McKenna is out as a defensive replacement for Santander. That didn't seem to really help us the other day in D.C., but okay. Kjerstad would never be a defensive replacement. He's here for his bat, not his glove. This one's low. Ball 1. 1-2 the count on Moreno, leading off the top of the 9th. Cano in to close the door. Yeah, McKenna definitely has more range than Santander. This ball's hit fair down the right field line and into the corner. McKenna will have to retrieve. And going into second base with a leadoff double is Gabriel Moreno. We're looking at this for the rest of the game. Where is it? Yeah, forget this. Uh-oh. Where are we at? What is the deal here? What are you doing? There you go. I mean, here we go, folks. Strap in. Here we go. Tying run at the plate, nobody out. Runner at second. The pitch. Up and in, but a called strike. Wow. Another bad call gone our way. That was up and in at 96 to Alexander. Blaze Alexander with an 0-1 count. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Bottom of the zone. Cano has him 0-2. You got to put him away, Cano. You might not think you're a closer, but gosh darn it. You're wearing a closer hat tonight. You got a 2-strike count. You got to put him away. The pitch. In the dirt, 1-2. All right, if that's your one waste pitch, that's it. No more pitches in the dirt. Go after him. You got the stuff. You've got the stuff, Cano. Oh, I'll tell you about it if he gets the K. Swing and a miss! And Cano, there he is. He doesn't hold the post for long. Maybe he's more concerned about taking care of business. A strikeout for the first out of the 9th. On a pitch that fell off the table. Alexander, the blaze has been extinguished. One away. We put out the blaze. All right, we got a pinch hitter here. Pavin Smith, pinch hitting now. Left-handed hitter. outfielder, hitting .214. First pitch to him is low and away for ball one. 1 out in the top of the ninth. Orioles 4, Diamondbacks 2. Tying run is at the plate. This one's hit on the ground, off to the right, foul, and will dribble over toward the dugout. Folks, can we get to 725 on the frickin' sub count screen? Let's go. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? The pitch, low, ball 2, 2-1. The BirdWatcher is now rocking back and forth in a chair that is not a rocking chair. Here comes the 2-1. Low, ball 3. Danny Coulombe, the lefty, getting loose. Brandon Pfaadt is not messing around. He understands he does not have a designated closer, so just get guys up for the situation if need be. Coulombe, the lefty, will be ready if need be. Here comes the next pitch. Called a strike on the outside corner at the knees. Perfectly located by Cano on a 3-1 count. That was a huge pitch right there. Huge. 3-2. He's thrown 5 changeups in this at-bat. Swung on, hit on the ground. Mountcastle backhands, flips to Cano, covers the bag. 2 down. Moreno moves up to third, but his run doesn't matter all that much because that doesn't even tie the ball game. 2 down, 1 more out to get. Yes, they can, the man. And you know what? Everybody in my community is welcome. I don't care. I don't want to, you know. Look, Baltimore has got a town full of oddballs from all walks of life. But we're still a community. Gosh darn it. First pitch is low to Marte. So wouldn't you know it had come down to this. Marte, who's got a home run in the ball game, up here with 2 down in the ninth, representing the tying run. The 1-0 pitch. On the ground. Cano, it hits off of his legs. He picks it up, throws to first. In time! And the Orioles have won the ball game. Yennier Cano gets the save. What do you know? Cano. The Orioles take the opener. Extend the we don't get swept streak, folks. It continues. It'll never go away. Final score, Orioles 4, Diamondbacks 2, and somebody just unsubbed. Goodbye. I will gladly wave goodbye to a sub if it means an Orioles win. Thank you so much. I know some people just like to sub so they can have the ability to chat, and as soon as they're done chatting, they unsub. Because why help me out, right? Don't worry about it. I'll live. Let's take a look at the results here. Final score, 4-2, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Orioles. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Diamondbacks. Folks, once again, say what you want. The pitching, even with Kimbrel in the mix tonight, still getting it done. I mean, we've had the 3rd best ERA, I believe, in the American League. Only Boston and New York better, and it's not by much. Great pitching performance again by Irvin. He moves to 4-1. Cano getting the save. Suarez came out. He had that little bit of trouble. Gave up that hit. But, again, we use him wherever we can. He gets credit for a hold. Hell, 1, 2, 3, 4 guys with holds tonight. Suarez, Kimbrel, Webb, Perez, all of them figuring out a way to keep the lead intact all the way to Cano. Look at that, folks. A win, a hold, a hold, a hold, a hold, and a save. Everybody pitching in. Cedric Mullins even had an RBI despite the struggles. Gunnar Henderson, Jordan Westburg, the only extra base hits of the night. A couple of doubles. RBIs from O'Hearn, Mullins, Henderson, and Westburg. We left 7 men on base. The Diamondbacks left 8. So they weren't too much better. Closer by committee could work. And by doing that, eventually somebody might emerge and be like, you know what? Just go to me no matter what the situation. Yeah, it could work out that way. We're going to figure it out, folks. 2 for 8 with runners in scoring position. You know, not great, but not terrible. Not terrible. I don't have too many complaints about tonight's ball game. I don't have too many. I just know right now, A, Cedric Mullins needs a day off. B, we still got to figure out a way to get Heston Kjerstad involved. Because I'm telling you right now, folks, you might not have seen my post in the Discord. In fact, let me go get that Discord link real quick. Folks, the next 10 probable pitchers have already been announced for the next 10 games for the Orioles. And the Orioles only face one left-handed pitcher over the next 10 ball games, which means a guy like Kjerstad has got to find a way to get into this game. So, yeah, I'm calling it now. We got to give it a shot. Put Mateo in center. Give Mullins a day off. But then how do we... Westburg moves to third. I still don't know how we get him in the lineup, though. Because Kjerstad can only... Okay, no, Kowser's in left. How do we get Kjerstad in his lineup? Somebody figure it out for me. I don't know. It's not easy. That's right. Ryan Nelson is a right-handed punching bag. Yeah, he's the worst starter in this Diamondbacks rotation. I want to beat up on him because we got Zach Gallen, their ace, going on Sunday. So, yeah, if we want to take this series, the best thing to do is to take Game 2 and lock it in. I just want to figure out a way to get somebody in that bat and get Mullins a day off. But until then, guys, we're just going to have to... Look, I'm going to pop in the... Folks, come on over to the Discord. We could be talking about this right frickin' now, okay? Right frickin' now, people. Right frickin' now. I think I just copied it. Let's see if it works. There you go. Come on into that Discord, folks. Leave your comments about what you feel we should be doing with Heston Kjerstad and this glut of right-handed pitchers. If you go to that Discord right now, you'll see right there on the main page. I posted it. The next 10 pitchers we got. The only lefty we got is the Blue Jays. You say Kikuchi. Otherwise, righties up and down the board. Yeah, come on in. Me and Rob are bored. Maybe we should just have Kjerstad in AAA so we can get more. I mean, it seems that way. If this is how... There's been a couple of games so far since Kjerstad's call-up where I looked at it and went, this is a night for Kjerstad. I understand he's not going to get regular playing time. Just, it's the way our lineup is built, and you factor in our home park and the fact that left fielder needs to have center fielder type of defensive acumen. And Kjerstad simply doesn't have it. He's barely a corner outfielder as it is. You can't put him out there in the left. Just asking for trouble. But yeah, the Discord's there, guys. I had a great time. There's still 100 people here right now. The game is over. It just tells me that you guys are enjoying what you see. Okay, that number's dropping fast. Let me go ahead and quickly get on out of here. Come on back tomorrow night, folks. Let's do one more check. Please tell me we don't have like a middle of the afternoon game. Please tell me it's another night game tomorrow. Pretty please. As my cursor is still acting. I can't. Now my cursor wants to act up. Oh, boy. Here we go. Just in time for the end of the stream. Your boy's computer is ready to crack. All right, I'm going to get there one way or the other. What is the deal? What are you doing to me? Just, what are you doing? What are you doing? If somebody's got first pitch start time before me, just post it in chat. I'll be on 10 minutes before that. Okay. Yeah, my computer is 4 p.m. No. 4 p.m. exactly? Now I've lost everything. Great. My cursor finally decided to die right at the end of the stream. It's stuck. It's stuck. All right, I have to try this. Unbelievable. Okay. Okay, folks. If you're still here, 4:05. Great. So that is 2:55 a.m. I got to be on the air. 3:55 p.m. tomorrow, folks. John Means is on the mound against Ryan Nelson. And I'm going to be doing another middle of the night game. You better be back here to help me out, all right? Look at me closing my laptop. God, what a bare bones operation this is. But your boy's giving it his all, okay? I hope you guys have a good rest of your Friday night. Come on back tomorrow, late afternoon, for more Orioles baseball. Until then, this has been the BirdWatcher, and I'll chirp at you later. Orioles won. We did it. Have a good night, everybody. May 21st. I was born on the 21st in 77. That's why I'm so lucky. The 21, the double sevens. That's why I'm the lucky bird watcher. Okay, guys, have a good night. Come on back tomorrow. See ya.